Hi everyone, welcome to Marianne's Mystic Mansions. I'm Marianne. My gosh, welcome to your February readings. I'm so excited to be able to be here with you. It's been interesting. I have been doing a slight intro before I do the actual readings for the new and returning viewers to let you know that it was quite astounding, the month of January. Now, I know we had the Venus retrograde in Capricorn in addition to being in Capricorn season for most of January through the 20th of January. And of course, I'm a Libra, which is a Venus ruled sign. So anytime Venus is in retrograde, I'm going to feel it more than the average other sign, all air signs in particular. And then I would say it hits fire in a way, and then it goes down the line with the earth and the water. But the thing of it is that I knew it was coming, and I accept that. I always do. And I know that coupled with the Mercury retrograde, that'll still be in retrograde through the 4th of February. And then, of course, Venus did station direct yesterday, the 29th. I'm finishing these readings at the end of January. What's my point? I do what I can. I always have the highest of ideals and intentions for getting these readings out. And then life and energies and planets have something else in mind. So we work with that, right? And it's all doable. It's all doable. It was a record breaker for me because I was astounded at how long it took to upload. So we're back on track in a way, but what I want to say is that you'll still be feeling a similar slow, kind of lethargic, can't we get this show on the road feeling. And the cool thing about all that is the new moon in Aquarius happening on the 2nd, just a couple days from now, which is extremely potent, extremely I want to say gregarious, that word's come in mind. Uranus ruled Aquarius. It's about action. It's about surprises. It's about unpredictability. It's about, innovative, out of the box, like I like to say, rebellious, revolutionary changes and transformations that can affect individuals and the world at large. And that's what Aquarius is about. They're about big leadership ideas, big visionary, incredible ways to help every single person on the planet, and doing it together as a team with love, socializing, expressing, communicating, sharing, giving knowledge. Knowledge is such power, right? When you have knowledge, you can take it where you want, but it's absolutely one of the most powerful energies that I think we can be given, other than love, which is always number one. So yeah, but that new moon isn't going to hurt anything. But I would be honest with you to tell you that I would feel that a lot of the energies as the retrograde goes forward in Mercury, and it's already happening in Venus. It was a long stay in Venus retrograde, so it's going to take a while to get that energy and momentum back in the areas that Venus represents, which is relationships, love, beauty, feeling good, feeling creative, and financially things coming into place, and things making sense. The clarity is there in our minds because the air signs represent our mind and our thoughts and how we react to that. And if it's been a little slowed down and fuzzy, it's nice to see and start to feel that change, and it absolutely will. So by 16th, 17th, 18th of February, you're going to be feeling way different than this reading's telling you. So I do want to do in my normal style the 4 major categories for the featured sign of the day, which today is going to be the beautiful and fiery, passionate, actually full moon that's happening, I think, on the 17th of January. Don't quote me. Could be a day or two before or after that. Of Leo, okay? Sun ruled. Talk about leadership, passion, courage, strength, ego, center stage, like, look at me, see me, shining, 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 and having that beautiful kind of attraction that just draws people, magnetizes people to them. So, yeah, Leo, this is good. This is a really good time for you as things start to unveil and you want to get out there and do you, as they say. So I am going to pick your spiritually guided highlight connection that I pick every day for each sign, and I do it right in front of you because it's fresh and it's authentic, and it's an important connection that Spirit wants you to know about. I don't know what that would be. It's a very general reading for a lot of people, but I do recommend you watch your Sun, Moon, Rising or Ascendant, and Venus placements. They are equally, if not more, as important, and sometimes you resonate more with those other than your Sun, but the Sun is very important as well. So for you, beautiful Leo, I'll take my deep breath and see who and what this particular energy means to you and what it could mean to you. And if it's not a person you know of, it could be somebody coming in. Those retrogrades still bring in people. We're not over it yet. It's like it reviews, it's everything, relaxing, reviewing, redoing, reinventing, renewing. And for you, it's you. So let me try that again. So that says something, a lot of power. You're in your energy for sure. And Cancer. Now, I just read Cancer yesterday, but I'm going to read it anyway because Spirit wants you to know there's a highlighted connection for you. Let me double check something really quick for you because I'm not remembering. Bear with me 1 second. Cancer is highlighted with Virgo. Okay. But this is a very beautiful, and honestly, including my beloved brother, God rest his soul, who passed away, it will be 5 years ago, and his wife. My brother was the Leo, his wife was the Cancer, but my brother had a Cancer moon. Often when you have, which is why I tell you to watch all your different aspects and all your different placements. If a person's Sun is a Cancer, as I mentioned, and my brother's moon, the moon is our feeling. It is the feminine, intuitive, reactive part of us that really we react to life and how our deepest feelings. Those two together seem to be a strong attraction. And the fact that they both have, the Cancer in their chart. And I've seen it many, many times, but it could be because you both are, even the Sun and Cancer can be very attracted to each other and are. This is the water element and the fire. And I mean, let's face it, fire makes that water steamy. It makes it boil, and it can be exciting and amazing, or it can go too much. So there's always about the balance. Venus represents balance because Venus, for example, both Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus. And Libra is all about balance and the scales and, equality and compromise and different perspectives and the duality and our value, our worth, relationships in all aspects, everything about that. So we all are kind of still feeling that need to find that balance in our lives in all of the things I mentioned. So it all kind of really ties in. But I love this because the Cancer is one of the most sensitive and incredibly intuitive, passionate, loving, caring, nurturing signs. And let me tell you, Leo of both sexes, they love to be catered and nurtured, and they love to be complimented and, recognized for their talents, which they have amazing talents when they want to know and they want to hear about it. And that's exactly what Cancer will do. They will do whatever they can to soothe and to keep that beautiful, roar of the tiger kind of an uneven kill. It's okay to have that roar on occasion, but you want to keep it at a nice soft roar if there is such a thing. So but the heart of Leos, they're just like a teddy bear, really. They have such passion and love, and they put everybody on that pedestal that they love. So that will happen in turn. For the Cancers, they will be spoiled rotten, and they will be known that they're fully loved. So I love this a lot. It's a temperament, it's just blending each other's different elements and the temperaments together, which I see it all the time. So clearly it works. The passion is there. Passion runs and beats a lot of other emotions in life. So that's a beautiful, message for you right off the bat, Leo. And maybe it makes sense to you now, or maybe you will come across somebody, or it's a friend, of course. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be, a work partnership or something that you really, really admire and feel really good about. And you're feeling at ease, and you're feeling, you're feeling that emotional tie. It's a comforting and a good feeling. So now I'm going to read the 4 major categories that have to do with the highlighted connection or every one of your relationships. You're a very social being. I'm not saying all Leos are social beings. A lot of times Leos like being at home, watching TV, and they're good. Their home is their castle, absolutely, which is perfect for Cancer because they love their home and they love to keep it well and, attended to. looking good, you know, making sure there's good meals that are brought to people one way or another. Family is extra important for Cancer, so that's a really cool thing for the Leos that do like to be at home. They'll have the parties of a lifetime at their place, and they like to go big. They're very extravagant, and I think that the Cancer can kind of curtail that a little bit, because Cancers are very smart and resourceful when it comes to their money, dare I say frugal. Somebody has to be, right? I think it's an art and a gift as well. So yes, this could be for all of your relationships though, Leo. And I'm using this beautiful Light Seers deck that I got from Santa, and I love it. I used it in January, and I'm repeating it because I want to get even more familiar. And the more I use it, the more the energy works in my favor. So overall energy coming into February. Like I said, you're going to feel it similar. That new moon will affect you, and by gum, please do write your intentions down for what you want, what dreams, what aspirations, something you want to see happen now that the dust is coming up, because that momentum, it's going to continue on, and it's going to be a whirlwind, and it's going to be really welcoming, I think, to a lot of people. So the preparation time has happened, holidays over, done, you know, kind of just grieving and allowing ourselves to kind of just get our bearings for the new year after the last couple of years. And man, it's unbelievable. There's no limit to what can happen. I mean, the Uranus energy alone, and the idea of just being just so open to changes and newness and, you know, unexpected but beautiful ways to incorporate the ideas and friendships and things into your life is going to be vast this whole year. So your overall energy, my beautiful Leos, going into this month is fantastic. It's a Six of Swords. I love this so much. It's a 6 year, which is about the balance. It's actually the number that represents Venus. It's all very interesting how it ties in. And, you know, last year was the 5, so it was more challenging. And it's not to say that we won't have challenges, but they're going to be made and met. And we're working and going towards smooth sailing, which is exactly what the Six of Swords represents. Not to mention it is the air elements, which of course we're in Aquarius season now. The new moon is Aquarius. And I believe very soon, you know, Venus will go into Aquarius as well. And I think it's Mercury, and then Mars will follow, because it's all in Capricorn right now. And, you know, it just goes sign to sign. And I mean, it's on, man. It's on, and it's new. And it's like just trying things you haven't. You know, and it's smooth sailing. It's going away from the troubled waters, for gosh sakes, we've had, and the emotions that were involved. And a lot of times there's a guide with this particular card that is not necessarily an actual, it could be obviously divine intervention always, but I think it's also with the retrograde we've been through for 42 days, and not to mention the shadow period of Venus, which brings in introspection of what we want, what we cherish, what we desire, what we don't need, when we're brutally honest and, you know, being truthful about it relationship-wise, that it's going to be for the best possible outcome. And it's about our own wisdom and listening to that so intently. Now listen, Jupiter went from Aquarius to Pisces. It went into Pisces on December 29th. Pisces is a water sign. Pisces is a mutable sign. Pisces is boundless and endless and allows unbelievable possibilities and beliefs and trust and heart-centered compassion, once again, caring, giving. It's just one of the most beautiful, creative, artistic, soulful signs that's in the zodiac. And that's going to shine a light on all of us. I don't care if you're an air sign that thinks mainly in your mind and delves in life that way, or a fire that's all about the action and the movement. Your heart's going to be touched this year in so many ways. And my gosh, it's like it was cracked open in the last couple of years, and now the floodgates are coming. I mean, I'm crying at the smallest of things. And they're happy tears, because I love knowing that I have those emotions. Sometimes I feel like they were gone. I don't know if that makes sense to you, and we don't want that. They're in there. They need to come out. And what better way to express them with people you care and love, and demonstrate that and show that. So that's what this is showing, Leo. You know, you are absolutely moving and motivating yourself in the direction now it's going to be easier and smoother sailing. So I love that a lot for you. 6, once again, being, you know, more even, more balanced, working towards that. And your second category is possible blessings or obstacles. So we have for you the 7 of Pentacles. Now, this is interesting because you are, in this case, the Pentacles are the earth element, and we have some pretty powerful energies with Taurus this year. We have had Uranus, once again, in the sign of Taurus since, I think, 2018. And that's about the earth. That's about a practical, you know, day-to-day, you know, tangible, see it, touch it, believe it, you know, achieve it, working, step-by-step, rituals, you know, routine. I want to say status quo. Taurus is a fixed sign, but Taurus is also ruled by Venus. So in addition to that, there's this beautiful sensuality, this understanding, this deep intuitive knowledge that the beautiful Taurian carries. They are the money sign, ruled by Venus. They know how to live a little high life. They work hard and they plant those seeds and they patiently wait for them to all grow and to be utilized. So this is a beautiful energy coming forth. It's also now the next series of eclipses, which changes every year and a half, 18 months or so. And it's gone from Gemini, Sagittarius nodes that are the eclipses to now North node in Taurus, South in Scorpio. They're always the oppositional, you know, polar opposite signs that are on this beautiful zodiac wheel. And will always be that way when it comes to the eclipses. Libra, the opposite being Aries. Interestingly enough, Jupiter goes from Pisces to Aries starting in May, on May 10th through October. And then goes back into Pisces and comes back into Aries. So that's coming up too, but more to talk about that. Such power, such incredible strength and determination, like with you and your courage and your fixed ability to, Leo, to get it done. The determination is unparalleled, you know, and coupled with your passion. You're looking at your situations and your work and the efforts you put out there. You're really, really being very discerning about this. And I think you have all of January, perhaps before, when we entered into Capricorn season on the 21st of December, and that became, you know, the winter solstice. And so many changes, even as slight and as slow as they may appear, they are absolutely happening. And then those eclipses, they make things quickly appear and change and come and go and so forth. So I think you're really, really giving a lot of thought to when you're leaving this disappointing and disturbing and unsettled energy going through and forward in the Six of Swords, making very sure that you're really doing your due diligence as to where you want to go and take it, because it could be a long-term situation. It's not a fly-by-night kind of energy when it's Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So that's something to think about. A blessing, I think so. You know, having the time and the energy. Right now you have everything you need, but of course we always want to expand and grow and evolve in our lives. So being particular and very, very, you know, sensible and practical, you know, about where you invest your time, where you invest your money in your relationships, you know, who you really want around and, you know, in your circle, because that means a lot to Leos. But toxicity is not what you want anymore, and you need to be really truthful about that and eliminate it. And there's that smooth water will come even quicker. Third category is finances, definitely money. Also, whatever you consider to be wealth or importance. As I say, health, of course, to me is number one. Family, animals, you know, job, finances. So let's see what's cooking in your category of finances in the month of February. And you have the Ten of Swords. Now, this is not the first time that it's happened, and it's happened in this actual category. I've been shuffling the whole time. This is the ending and the beginning of a new cycle. So I feel as though you have just been gutted. Other depiction of this particular card is of a person on the ground, on their stomach, with 10 swords in their back. Now, swords of the mind, right? So our minds, ooh, they can be amazing, and they can also play incredible tricks and, you know, really freak us out and frighten us if we allow that to happen. But that's the best part. We can really control this for the most part. The exterior world, not so much. How we receive it and perceive it, and how quickly or how long we allow thoughts that aren't making us feel good or for our highest good, or conversations or people, like I said, we're involved with, or listening to the gossip and chatter and things that really aren't going to serve us good in any way, shape, or form. That's what you're letting go of. And it's a very sweet and welcomed time for you, which is like the Six of Swords, moving away from the difficulties. And it's a new cycle, it's a new time, and that is exactly what this new moon is going to do. And it's going to be beautiful for you. You know, I believe Aquarius is your polar opposite. It is. Okay, so that's another indication of how Aquarian season is going to be extremely powerful for you. But let's say goodbye to, you know, situations that weren't helping our finances or our well-being emotionally. Like I said, that's, to me, that is wealth right off the bat, with everything feeling good inwardly, outwardly, spirit, mind, body. The money, the joy, the times, the material, that's a side effect. That's just what comes in naturally. That's the beauty of the law of attraction and what we can actually create in our lives in this three-dimensional world. So fantastic. I like it came in this position because it's time out with the old, in with the new. Very much in line and synchronistic with what this message is saying. And then last category is the surprises and wishes. Well, like I said, Uranus is always full of surprises, so are eclipses. We're not worrying about the eclipses yet, but we'll start to feel their effects about mid-March. We'll have a good 4 or 5 weeks maybe of really just pure, straightforward, you know, beautiful energies without retrograde of any kind, and just putting forth our biggest, most important, ambitious, you know, energies and desires to create and manifest what we want. So what are you creating? That's what it'll show. What have you been thinking about? Queen of Pentacles, fantastic. Oh my gosh, this is the Pentacles again, which I think has to do with wealth. I think something is going to happen. Either you're in tune or in touch with a very, very educated person having to do with money management. When it's the Queen, it just means that it's more of that intuitive side of all of us, right? There's the King and the Queen in all of us. And the Queen is like, we got this, and I know exactly what I need to do, and I'm surrounded with the energy of abundance and luxury and, you know, prosperity, all of that. It's already a part of who I am. I can only attract that to me with that energy that I feel, that I exude. I'm happy to share it. I'm happy to help people understand the best way to get there. It's meeting the right people once again. It's always been that way, right? And that's what's going to happen if you're open to it, if you're really aware and you're listening and you're open to a different way of going about it with the Aquarian Uranus energy in Taurus, and, you know, the unexpected possibilities that come out of nowhere for you, being there, right place, right time kind of energy. You've got this, and you will find yourself in a long-term comfortable situation, not a short, you know, oh, that was fun for a month or a year. No. This is a lifetime kind of beautiful feeling of, you know, unlimited prosperity and cash flow. That's pretty special. That's what you thrive and live for. And you have so many talents, Leo, that you don't fool around. You're a hard worker. You do everything you need to, and you are definitely going to reap the benefits. It doesn't matter what age you are or anything. It's the mindset. It's the way you come across, and the energy that you're putting out is coming back. That's that sun-ruled aspect of you, and I love it. A lot of green because there's the heart. And passion is hugely important in the whole scheme of things as far as manifestation. Beautiful, beautiful messages that you can take with you and do what you choose. You may not resonate now. I hope you do. Not everybody does. But stay tuned, okay? Because it's still, like I said, that momentum's building, and that new moon will bring in all sorts of new things. You know, that's how life works. Things happen in a split second in a lifetime, don't they? From one moment to the next. You thought you knew something, and my gosh, it can change considerably. So I love it, and I think it's absolutely positive, and you want to get away and completely eliminate the things that have not been useful last year and then moving forward for the rest of your life. I am going to use now for my oracle that I love to, change and use is this beautiful deck I got, which is the flashcard rune deck. I have my wonderful runes, and they are my beautiful amethyst runes, which help to ward off, toxic energy and protect us and so forth. But I pick one, and then I look at the design, and it is actually an alphabet letter. And this is a very, very, my gosh, 2,000-year, type of powerful divination that's so incredibly accurate at times. It's frightening. And it tends to work really well with the readings I've been doing. So for you, beautiful Leo, I'll look at the design, and then I'll be able to tell you by my cheat sheet here that I'm hoping as I read these over and over and over, like I did in high school, that I will be able to memorize these and have them flow very easily through time. That is my goal. It's nice to have a goal, and I'll be patient because I know things. I used to be so good at memorizing, and I still in some ways am, but not like I was. So I'll just keep using them and just let it happen, even if it's not for your readings. I will definitely be doing it on a daily to keep myself on top of it and just feeling really comfortable with the messages. So still trying to find this one. Here we go. Now what it is, because I have it so that this is facing to the left and I don't actually have that information, but the actual letter is TH, so it's Thurazaz. I hope that's how you would say it. They're saying pronunciation. Thurazaz. Rune number 3. I love 3. 3 in numerology is about expansion and growth and community and working together. This is a huge emphasis for this year, and I mentioned that especially starting with, well, not starting, but certainly at the beginning of the year with this Aquarian energy of just new and helping in life and, working as a team as much as possible to have everybody benefit. What a beautiful prospect, right? Well, theme is Thor's hammer or thorn. Keywords: protection, regeneration, justice, defense, guardian, and righteous. Ooh, that sounds like Aquarius to me, man. And Leo, quite frankly. Magical working, purposeful destruction. I like that. Destruction of things that do not belong, and purging and releasing is how I look at destruction, because destruction absolutely has its place. Not to mention this South Node in Scorpio is all about transformation and eliminating, and the life and the death and the regeneration of life as it is, and that's the knowing and the intensity that the Scorpio has as a gift that they can impart on us. And you don't have to die, of course, but we die several times in a lifetime because we change jobs and do something new, or we have relationships, and the list goes on. But I love that, and that's what it's saying, Purposeful destruction, defense, protection, getting justice, love, relationships. Absolutely, I'm telling you, there's going to be huge amounts, because I haven't mentioned the Venus-Mars connection that's happening for like 2 months, starting at the beginning of February as well. I'm telling you, it's powerful. It's going to go extremely well with you, Leo, as a Mars and air, because Mars is fire and air is air, and it goes super well with fire as an element. So key phrases: a force for good, righteous anger, fighting back, protecting what you cherish. Well, that sounds like you all over. A good defense. So that's what Thurazaz represents. And if I am saying that wrong, once again, I apologize, and I hope to know that as time goes on as well. But I love that, and it sounds so courageous, like you, the king of the forest. Whew. Fantastic, beautiful. I hope you liked your reading. These are little mini capsulettes of what I do. And if you did, please acknowledge by just pushing the like and subscribing, which is basically following, so I can expand this channel, because YouTube will do that the more they see people watching it and liking it. So I hope you will join that brigade and be part of my tribe, as it were. And I hope you enjoy February, because trust me, allowing this time for the dust to clear its way is going to bring in some momentous changes energy-wise and spiritually and everything else for you. So take extremely good care. I love you, and I'll see you hopefully the second half of February. Can't promise it. Definitely wanting to do the beginning of March, and then I have to take a hiatus, which I'll talk to you about then. Love you. Thank you. And bye for now.